You know what it is. Ain't nothing new under the sun. That said,
Some black people are very mad that I said that it's okay to call a black ICE agent the N-word. Their argument, that word has been used as a weapon against our community. When you say we have suffered because of that word, you're including the black ICE agent in we. He is not in we. He is not black. He is not part of the community. People say that was the last word many of us heard before being lynched. That is 100% correct. But if you're a black ICE agent, you're part of a lynch mob chasing people of color. He's not a descendant of those who got lynched. He's a descendant of those who were doing the lynching. If you're a black man in ICE, you have abandoned the community. You are a traitor. Maybe he's more of a slave catcher than a house Negro, but either way, you have destroyed your connection to the community. He's not a brother. He's not black. He's not part of our community. He's definitely not your brother. He would unalive you in a second. He wouldn't think, oh, that's a sister. I shouldn't. No, he would think, Massa Stephen Miller said, I can do anything I want. So you're defending Stephen from Django with a hammer who's part of a lynch mob chasing down people of color. Make that make sense. We understand all of this quite easily when it comes to Clarence Thomas and Candace Owens. We have excommunicated them. Their skin is black, but they're not part of the community. We would never stand up for their rights. We take no black pride from their success. They're permanently banned from the symbolic cookout. Being black in ICE is being Clarence Thomas and Candace Owens on steroids. He is not one of us. Fuck that. And if you can't see that, I might be side-eyeing you.
well, Senor Touré. You know what's funny, right? When I hear certain things come out of black people's mouths, I don't know, sometimes when it comes out a certain way, it does something to my spirit. And you ever get that ringing in your ear like that? Yeah, that's kind of my signal when the ancestors is like, yo, you need to go ask some questions. So I said, all right, what do I need to know? Because I don't know, that shit just rubs me the wrong way. So now I understand why Mr. Touré feels the way that he feels, because these are his people. You see, he's been allowed to run within the community and hand out his opinion freely because he was granted an invitation to the cookout. And the other thing that I find just so suspect about these type of behaviors is that all the people like this, Touré, Don Lululemon, Ilhan Omar, Ocasio, I can go on and on and on, but it seems like some of the biggest talking heads about white supremacy and what it means to be black or a POC all seem to go home and lay down with white people. Not that anything's wrong with that. You're right. Love who you love. But how do you come preaching to me or us about what it means to be black and you can't even find love in your own people? Because, you know, Mr. Touré, Mr. The community, ain't your wife Lebanese, my guy? I mean, we know how they look at our kind. So I'm pretty sure that those family dinners can be a little intense at times, I bet, huh? This is diabolical, yo, and this is just dirty work. But this is what we're working with. We got to clean house. We have got to clean house. Because, see, the thing about the people that the left and that these so-called progressive liberals, that these democratic socialists tell us to fear, it's actually them. They're projecting, because Malcolm X warned us, do not trust a liberal. They are sly as a fox. Malcolm X literally said liberals are the most dangerous thing in the Western Hemisphere. And then MLK said, oh shit, I think I done ran my people into a burning building. Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the smoke. This is the fire. Tighten up. Touré, your pass has been revoked. So if you want to speak on any issues, you better start speaking on calypso or steel drums, reggaeton, bachata. I don't give a fuck. But anything but hip hop, R&B, soul, neo soul, jazz, funk, bluegrass, rock, because we created all of it here. So yeah, you can't do that no more, sir. And go check on your cousin, because I heard that Bink Bink is a little upset from old Diddly Doo. But yeah, dirty game, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall for this psyop. Don't let these people play with your fucking mind. Like I say, realize. Transparency forces accountability. Y'all keep your eyes to the stars. Keep that head on a swivel, because they're playing a dirty game. Diabolical den of demons. The Viper's Pit.
I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? He wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
4 million, I'll be all the motherfucking monkey you can stand. Black people will be so embarrassed by my motherfucking performance, you'll be sitting up there just going, look at this big lip son of a bitch. You ain't got to act like that much of a motherfucking monkey. Be picking shit off me looking at it. Be walking around that motherfucker. I be digging it.
Last thing Dr. King ever said to me 5 days, as a matter of fact, before he was murdered, was he was at my home. We had just finished a strategy meeting on the Poor People's Campaign. And he seemed quite agitated after what we thought was a very successful gathering and discussion. And he said to me, I said, what's the matter, Martin? You seem very agitated. He said, well, I am. Because I've come upon a thought, but I don't know how to deal with it this moment. I said, well, what is it? He said, we fought long for integration. It looks like we're going to get it. I think we get the laws. He says, but I'm afraid that I've come upon something I don't know quite what to do with. I'm afraid that we're integrating into a burning house. And when we asked for further clarification, Andy Young was with me at that time, my wife, others. He said, America's lost whatever little moral vision it had. Its moral sense has run away from the nation. And a nation that is not governed by morality and moral principles is a nation that's headed for an abyss. And I think black people have been struggling to get into this system, maybe getting into a system that in the final analysis is a Sodom and Gomorrah, will not work. Because its selfish goals, its need for profit, its need for supremacy, its need to be the best has clouded its moral vision. And with no moral vision, no nation can be healthy enough to lead its people anywhere except to destruction.
Many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox. And a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to. But the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling. And you take him for a friend.
Bye.